Hi, this is Enterprise News headline. I am Olamide Oyani. The Senate has condemned deposit money banks over excessive and illegal charges imposed on their customers. While resolving to investigate the charges by commercial banks, the Senate asked the Central Bank of Nigeria to suspend the monthly automated teller machine card maintenance fee imposed on users. There was some of the resolution reached by the lawmakers at the plenary on Wednesday, while adopting a motion moved by Senator Gbenga Ashafa entitled Illicit and Excessive Charges by Nigerian Banks on Customers' Accounts, with particular focus on ATM maintenance and withdrawal charges. The Senate resolved to direct the Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions and Finance to conduct an investigation into the propriety of the ATM card maintenance charges in comparison with international best practices and report back to the Senate. The upper chamber of the National Assembly also mandated the committee to invite the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, to explain why the official charges approved by the bank were skewed in favor of banking institutions as against the ordinary customers of the bank. The Naira on Wednesday appreciated to 365 Naira 96 kobo per dollar in the investors and exporters window, even as the volume of dollars traded rose by 60%. Naira data from financial market dealers quotation showed that the indicative exchange rate for the window dropped to 363 Naira 96 kobo per dollar on Wednesday from 364 Naira 33 kobo per dollar on Tuesday, translating to 37 kobo appreciation of the Naira. The volumes of dollars traded on windows yesterday rose by 60% to $317.11 million from $198.71 million on Tuesday. On the other hand, the Naira on Wednesday was stable at 360 per dollar in the parallel market. Naira down to 364 Naira 33 kobo per dollar in the investors and exporters window. In Africa, Kenya economy is projected to grow by 5.8% next year, supported by strong remittance inflows and rising household income from agricultural harvest and lower food prices. According to the World Bank biannual report, gross domestic product growth in Kenya will increase to 5.8% in 2019 and could rise to 6% by 2020. The bank notes that economic headwinds in 2017 adversely impacted manufacturing, but with their easing, a modest recovery is underway, however uneven. After a prolonged drought and lower credit to the private sector last year, East Africa is projected to grow by 6.1% this year, thanks to a rebound in agriculture due to a favorable weather and a rise in private sector growth. Rwanda has borrowed $269 million from the African Development Bank to invest in sustainable, affordable, and reliable electricity services. The loan agreement was signed on Tuesday. The concessional loan will be disbursed under the second phase of the Scale-Up Electricity Access Program, which is expected to increase on-grid access for household and productive usage and increase off-grid access to renewable energy. The Minister of Finance and Economic Planning, Dr. Illicit and said the program will boost the country's efforts to achieve universal electricity access by 2024. Ndagijimana said the program will be a key milestone in improving reliability of electricity supply, which will positively impact the economic growth, promote the private sector, lead job-creating growth, particularly for the youth, and reduce poverty. The new loan is assigned to AFDB's 10-year strategy and current country strategy paper for Rwanda. It also comes to support three of the bank's I-5 priorities, which include the industrialization of Africa and improving the quality of life for people on the continent. And on foreign scene, the United States has refrained from labeling China a currency manipulator in a move which may help diffuse escalating tension over trade between the two countries. President Trump has previously accused China of keeping its currency weak to make its efforts more competitive. Beijing's lack of transparency and the recent weakness of the yuan continue to pose major challenges to achieving more balanced trade. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin said in a report on the foreign exchange policy of the United States major trading partners that is published twice a year. President Trump argues the growth in Chinese exports to the U.S. has destroyed American jobs and has held a tariff on more than $250 billion of Chinese exports to try to stem the U.S. growing deficit with China. However, at meetings of the International Monetary Fund in Bali, Indonesia last week, China's central bank governor, Yi Gang, said that Beijing will not engage in competitive devaluation or use the exchange rate as a tool to deal with trade frictions. Following a long string of scandals and controversies, some Facebook investors believe the company will be better off without Mark Zuckerberg as its chairman. On Wednesday, a number of state and city treasurers joined a proposal asking Facebook board of directors to remove Zuckerberg as chairman. They want to make the position independent from the founder and CEO. The treasurers represent New York City, Rhode Island, and Pennsylvania, which have public funds invested in Facebook. The effort is being led by Trillion Asset Management, but proposal has very little chance of unseating Zuckerberg due to the way he set up the company to preserve control. Zuckerberg has the majority of voting power on Facebook and 75% of its Class B stock, which has 10 times the shareholder votes of a regular share. And that's it on Enterprise News headline for today. For more information, you can follow us on our website www.enterprisetv.tv, and all our social media platforms are readily available for your personal consumption. Many thanks for watching. I am Olamide Oyani.